Hi everybody, I'm Stefan and I'm the executive producer here at Ghost Productions. And today I'm going to show you all how to use a great program that I love and enjoy called After Effects. After Effects, for anyone who's not familiar, is like Photoshop if Photoshop was completely animatable, but you can affect video and you can affect footage and you can composite it and layer it and do all sorts of cool stuff and add just about any effect you could think of in Photoshop to motion. I call it Photoshop over time. And today I'm going to show you how to take a piece of footage that was shot with just not enough light and sweeten it up in After Effects. So let's get started. Here's the shot. This is a shot of our whole staff, and it was really important to me that the whole staff was in it. So we had to get someone from across the hall to shoot it for us who's never used a video camera before, and also it's just underlit. We're a production company that works in animation, so we don't exactly have a whole ton of lights laying around. But because we're a production company, we're going to fix it in post in After Effects. So here's the problem. The shots are just, it's too dark and it's not popping enough and we don't look as good as we should look. So we're going to fix that right now. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go up to composition and make a new composition. Now you can name this, you can name it Too Dark Fixer Comp. Alright, and so here's our comp timeline and here's our comp window. We're going to take our movie and we're going to drag it right into the comp window and drop it in. And you'll see that if you scrub through it, you know, you're getting pretty good feedback here. If you have a relatively fast machine, you'll get near real-time playback of movies. Now the first thing that we're going to do is duplicate our layer, and I'll explain why later. And then we can just hide the top layer. We're going to be applying most of the effects to the bottom layer. Alright, first effect we're going to apply to sweeten this up is called Equalize, which is under the color correction menu. And you'll see that as soon as we add this, it brightens the shot up. But unfortunately, it's adding a lot of grain to the image. Now this is what happens when you brighten a dark photo or a dark shot with a video camera. It's going to add grain, and it's not great unless that's the effect you're going for. Easy enough to fix. After Effects has all these great little filters that can help minimize problems like that. So, under the Noise and Grain menu, you're going to select Remove Grain. Simple enough, huh? And you can see here it's got some settings. Now, in this preview box is where the effect is going to take place. And what we're going to want to do is make that the whole window, like this. And you can fine-tune the amount of noise that's in this shot. We can also add another effect that will bring down the noise in the shot under Blur and Sharpen. And you can just add a fast blur to your shot. You can move this up a few, whoa, a little too high. Alright, and you say, well, that looks great, but now it's blurry. You know, the grain's gone and it's brighter, but you can't see anything because it's blurry. But that's where our second shot comes in. This top shot that we brought in, we're going to unhide that, and we're going to change its mode to overlay, which is going to let some of the focus come through here. And there we go. So now we've got a little bit of the definition back in. We're going to alter our effects just a little bit. We're going to bring down the blurriness to, let's say, 2. Two other filters that I would add to this would be to the top layer. I would also just blur that a little bit. Effect, blur, fast blur. Maybe again 2 points there. Let's see how that affects our, yep, that'll soften the top on up. I think we need just a little bit more contrast to the bottom layer. So we'll go under here to color correction, and we're going to get brightness and contrast, and we're going to up the contrast just a little bit to make it pop and see how that looks. Cool. Now our shot's a little bit more professional looking. Its lighting is much better. It's definitely a stylized shot, but we're able to fix the shot in post and make it work for our needs. And let's show you what those needs are. Here in QuickTime, we've got the old movie playing on the left, the new movie playing on the right, and the final movie playing down here, how it's going to be used in the logo treatment for our podcast. And you can see that it works a lot better than the original movie up here. So this has been tutorial number 1 on episode 1 of ghOstcast, how to use After Effects to save a dark shot. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll join us on our forums at ghostproductions.com and tell us what you thought, and also request, if you want a tutorial, let us know. We use a lot of different kinds of software packages here, and we're open to making whatever it is you want us to make for you. All right, I'll catch you next time.
Okay. Well, you know what? I got here really late today, so I should probably go do some work. Alrighty.
Hey, this is my sexy assistant. Hello.
I don't really like being on video.
Well, you signed the release and you work here, so that's part of the deal.
I didn't figure you'd be that interested in me.
Yeah, we are, because you're my sexy assistant. What do you say?
Sexual harassment?
What do you say you lower that top a little bit?
No, I don't think so.